Hey guys, I am so happy today. I mean, it's been a crazy day. I only had 2 hours of sleep, so I wasn't completely sure if I was going to trade. There was a bit of a medical family emergency, whatever. Everything's okay, but I wasn't sure if I was ready to trade today. Again, I was like 2.5 hours of sleep. I remember saying yesterday, I have to reduce my risk today. I don't want to be blowing up my account or doing anything stupid. So I did. I used less shares. I used 1,000 shares. I said I was going to use maybe 800 or 1,000. I didn't take any more size than that. And look at this. I'm up $958 on the day. I'm so happy. So let me show you what happened. Two names today. VLRX. I think here. Now VLRX was first. So there's a tiny trade on VLRX. Let's just jump right into the video. I'll show you the video here. Where is it? Rates. Here? I think. Yeah. So here, or did I have a trade on VLRX? No, the first trade was on HEAR. So I was watching it. I had this line in the sand here. I can't remember why I put that there, to be honest. I think it was the resistance from this candle. So anyways, I was thinking, okay, if this starts to pop up, this will probably keep moving. This is kind of curling up. It's looking good on the daily. So it's popping up. I buy into this seller at 51. I buy 1,000 shares in at 450. So he's getting bought up. Once this guy pops on the bid, I feel like, okay, it's game on. We're about to get some big volume. So sure enough, there's some buying going on at 450. I think there's a hidden seller because you can see there's only 200 shares total. And there's been buying, I don't know why it says 0.07. I don't know. I think that's the difference from where I bought. Anyways, so there's hundreds of shares being bought and he's not moving. So finally he does move, 51, and then 52, 53. So remember the high of day is 65, or the pre-market highs. And also I believe it was the high of yesterday's daily candle, you can see here. So I know that's a big sign of resistance, so I say, okay, I'm just trying to get some shares out. I put them up at 64. I get filled 420 shares on April the 20th. On 420, I get filled 420 shares. Okay. So, okay, sorry, you missed that there. So, made a high of 465. So I said, okay, over 465, we'll most likely push through that number again. So what do I do here? I add. But first I sell out, I think, of this position. Let's just see exactly what happens here. So 60, 63, 64, 65. So I added another 500 shares for this break of 65. I was a little late. I got filled at 67. I was just looking for a little push. So I'm selling at, I guess I sold it only at 69. I tried to sell at 73 here, but that happens. So I have 280 shares left. I'm just kind of seeing what happens. It just made a high of 73. So over 473, it'll probably keep pushing again. Because so far, it's holding this daily level from before of 465 or so. It's kind of holding it. There's buyers stepping up. So let's just fast forward. Yeah, okay, so I didn't take another trade on that quite yet. But look what I do here on VLRX. My God. VLRX. So I see it coming up. It was on the gap scanner. So it crossed the daily resistance of 219. 217 from the previous day's highs right here. You can see that. So I bought in. I only bought in with 1,000 shares. I said I wasn't going to go crazy today, right? So, funny story. I almost sold out of all of the shares. And then I canceled that order. There's a lot of sellers on here, so that's why I'm kind of nervous. I'm putting my shares up. I put 800 shares up. 800 shares get bought out at 19, and look, it takes off. It just takes off. So that sucked. You know, that would have been $400 or $300 right there, unrealized. And I was like, I'm kind of bummed out at that. So it makes a high here of 240. I try to get in for that break of 240 with another 1,000 shares. I don't get filled, so I don't chase it. I'm still in for my 200 shares. I'm letting it do its thing. So above 272 is the new high again. So right here, what do I do as it's coming back up? 64, 63, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. 70, okay, so it's about to break through. Or not quite yet. I think I wait for, let's see what happens here. So there's a big bid popping up again. So over, where did I take this trade? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I took this trade. So this thing made it all the way over $3 without me. So if I had held on to my original size of 1,000 shares down here, I would have been up $1,000 just on this trade alone. But, you know, I don't know, whatever. There's not much you can do. So I see the strength in this. I see how well it's holding the $0.50. So I jump in. I got my 500 shares at 269. I have a stop at 250. So that's the low of the, excuse me, the low of this candle plus 250, like the whole or the $0.50 is a good mark. So as I see it start to curl up again, I add. Okay, sorry. First I sold into that, which was a good thing. So after selling into that, there's a first 1 minute candle to make a new high here. Where is it? I say to myself, I think I got flushed out too early. So I guess I didn't mean to sell at 260 because I just told you my stop was at the low of this candle, right? So I'm thinking to myself, like, why did I sell that? I'm not going to jump right back in quite yet. I see the strength, but I want to be correct. So I wait for the volume to come in again. So 1,000 shares, I bought my 1,000 shares, and instantly we're up almost 30 cents. Look at that, 30 cents. I'm waiting for it to make this new candle, 1 minute candle to make a new high, push through the high of day, and then I'll sell into that push. So $3, 310. This is what I'm waiting for. This right here. So trying to get my sells out here. I'm not getting the fills. So I'm waiting again for that push over 325. So I get filled here. I'm trying to get filled on the way down. So it's coming back up towards 25. I see there's a lot of people trying to sell. So I don't wait for that push over 325. I'm just trying to get out at this point. So I'm out for another, I'm in at 270, out at 313, 311. So it pushes to 325 again. I'm selling another 100 shares, 200 shares at 320. And then I put the last up at, like, look at that. That's an amazing trade. That's awesome. So, I ended up making even more money on this. So what I did here, show you. I scalped the highs again. Actually, that one wasn't the good trade. It was right here. So I'm in for this first 1 minute candle to make a new high over 321. I get filled at 318 for 1,000 shares. That's amazing. 321, 25, 29, 30. I'm selling into that seller, or that big seller at 30 because I see so many shares up. I get filled for 800 of those shares. I'm still holding on to 200. I see the quick resistance. I put my 200 shares up again, and I get filled completely. So if we watch that in real time, it happens pretty quick. So waiting for this 1 minute candle to make a new high. I buy in for it. I'm selling. I don't see 330 breaking, so I'm out. And then we're already back down 15 cents on the bid from where I sold. So that was good. And eventually this thing ended up tanking, you can see here. All the way down. So that was really good of me. I'm really proud that I was reading the level 2 properly there. I saw that huge seller. And then that was the end of that. So finishing up. Let's bring it over here. $956. I can't believe how well my April has been going. I'm just really thankful. I expected today to be like a $100 green day. I reduced my risk. I only took 100 shares. I was taking 2,000 shares, 2,800 shares, or 2,600, 2,800 shares yesterday, and I had a much bigger winner today. So what am I gonna write? Amazing trading, followed all the rules, reinforced a lot of discipline, and still made an awesome profit on less shares. So I followed my rules, followed my size, I followed my loss, and I followed my stop. So 3 weeks in a row, all green, day 15 hot streak. Let's see if I can keep it up. Please subscribe and leave a comment if you want me to ask any questions. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.